So now we want to get into the detail of why this golf ball goes where it goes. We're going to keep our understanding of the shape of your golf swing. That is your club path, your low point, the quality of your contact, which is your smash factor. How well did you strike the golf ball? And we're going to layer in the club face angle and the club face to path. And here's the deal. The club face relative to the club path is going to have the most to do with whether your ball curves or not. Okay. In this case, the club path was 0. The face was 0. Close enough for Jazz, right? So the face to path had very little, if any, difference. And this golf ball flew just about dead straight because of that club delivery. No difference between the face and path, no curve. Big difference, big curve. Let me illustrate for you. In this case, this is an interesting one. We have the club path was 2.4, slight draw to almost straight club path. You have the smash factor was pretty darn solid, and now you have a new number up here called curve. Okay? In this case, the face was, this is the difference. Even I can do this math. 2.4 club path. Club face was 4 to the right. Positives are right, negatives are left. The face was then, therefore 1.6 degrees right of the path. And that's going to curve 11 whole feet to the right. Got that? Because the face was right of the path, the ball curved right. The ball also took off to the right, and that is a new number for us called launch direction. Now, this is going to be very interesting. This launch direction is closer, it's in between the face and the path, with a little bit of room there for off-center hits could influence the launch direction. So I probably hit this one slightly off the toe, folks. Let's see if it'll show up here. So slight inside path. Maybe, oh, yep, you can see that club face twist to the right there. That's a slight toe ball. Smash factor pretty good. Usually when I'm behaving really well, it's a 1.4 or maybe up to 1.42. So that's interesting. That was the toe hit added some of that rightness. Okay. It ended up 41 feet to the right with a 7-iron. That's, believe it or not that bad. Here's another one. Okay. In this case, I have hit the tightest drawer you ever saw. A 2.4 club path. The club is coming from the inside of the golf ball in the left-hand video. Slightly inside, but boy, it looks like a lot more, doesn't it? And don't forget now, 6 degrees is only 1 tick of that clock face. So 2 degrees is 1/3 of 1 tick. Yes, in golf, nothing is big. It's all huge. Little tiny differences in club face angle to path create very big curves. So here we go. We're coming in from the inside of the white line, path to the right. Contact. You can actually see the club at the ground after that. And you've got, now ready for this? Here's the secret of a draw. We have the white line, target line. We have the blue club path, and we have the red club face. What I have done here, managed to keep the club face in between the target line and the path. And guess what happens? You hit this beautiful draw. We have very little difference face to path, right? 0.08. If you can keep your face to path under 2, that is great for you or anybody else in the world. Now, interestingly, the ball took off 1.7 degrees to the right, and you will notice that it is closer to the face than it is the club path. You're going to want to remember that forever. The ball takes off much more toward the face than the path, as you'll see in a little bit. It only curved 8 feet left. I consider that almost dead straight. I got my low point smash factor pretty good, and it finished 6 feet to the right of the target. Yay. But wait, we've got more. Here is the opposite. In this case, the club path was left of target, blue line, just a little bit. The face angle was even a little bit left of the target line, but right of the path. Wait a minute. Dunnigan, are you telling me that to hit a good fade, the face is closed? Why, yes. Because fades that take off right are not very good. The key is the face is once again in between the target line and the path. And a good fade's got to start out left, so we've got to have a little left face. I hope that makes it very clear to you. Again, very small difference face to path, and we have, finished 2 feet right with a 12-foot curve. I'll take it all day. All right, a little bit bigger draw. I've got a bigger path from the inside. Now I want to show you this one again too. This is really cool. Even though the path looks like by the display of the track, it's just showing the line from here to here, and it's just continuing it out there. This club doesn't get out to the right of the target line on a 6-degree path. Remember, that's 1 tick of the clock face. Let's see what we have. Boink. Oh, a little toe ball, folks. Look at that. It went right along the target line and right back inside again. Isn't that something? That's really cool. However, once again, the face angle is in between the target line and the path, and the ball finished 11 feet to the right of the target with a draw. Okay, same shot, no biggie. Bigger fade, 7 path, right? You can see it, right? The ball took off left because the face was left, 1.6. The ball curved a lot more because 35 feet, right? There was a bigger difference face to path. Big difference, big curve. Little difference, no curve. Don't forget that. This is one of those shots that drives people nuts. Because here you might go, oh man, I sliced that thing. And we would say, well, don't be so quick about that. Perhaps you didn't swing across the golf ball. In fact, that just happened this weekend. Perhaps you didn't swing left. Perhaps the face was too far to the right of the path, which in this case it was. And how would you know if you didn't have TrackMan, right? You would know because this golf ball started to the right of straight. And you know now that start line is very face dependent. Very much so. Not 100%, but very. I tell people you can pretty much stick to this and be right 95% of the time. The face sends it, and the face to path difference bends it. So here we are with a path that's a slight draw path hitting a big fade. Okay, the face is right of the path by a bunch. So the ball took off. Here we go. The face angle was 5.8. The club path was only 2.0. So we've got that difference face to path, 3.8. So the ball launched way closer to the face than the path. Got that? And had to curve right because the face is right of the path. All right, I have got, oh my goodness, that was dead straight. Now here is another shot where you would definitely have the same interpretation. I wanted to have that same flight of golf ball. I think, yeah, there we go. I got the same difference, almost the same end point of the golf ball with 2 radically different swings. This path was way left. Well, 1 whole tick of the clock face. And the face was right, so the ball still took off right. It still took off right, even though my path was way left. Please remember that. It curved hard to the right because I had a giant difference face to path. Now, I will tell you this one here. Almost every single golfer I have taught goes, that's the one. I came dead over the top of this one. Folks, look at this sucker. This club on the left-hand video is coming from the inside of that golf ball. And for whatever reason, the face was left of the path. The path is not to be changed here. What if you had that face come in here and you swung more to the right? You'd have even more difference. Get it? You've got to use your awareness of where that ball started. That start line stick drill. big deal, folks. Where did it really start? And understand it's not starting where it makes intuitive sense that if my golf club moves to the right, the ball should take off to the right. It makes kind of sense, but it's not true. It's where the face goes. So I put this one on here to show you that's an inside path, and the ball took off left and hooked off the planet Earth. And that is, again, the ball takes off toward the face and curves away from the path. That means the face is left of the path. It's got to curve left. So the path to face to path, is what's putting the curve on. If the face is left of the path, it's curving left. If the face is right of the path, it's curving right. The takeoff direction is club face. I hope that makes it super duper clear.